So I'm here from the Aesthetic Show 2017 with Dr. Rich Castellano. How are you, my friend?
Thank you so much for the opportunity to share the message. I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here. Everybody talks about all the shows going on in Vegas.
Yep.
This is the show right here.
The Aesthetic Show, right? Exactly.
And our incredible marketing, this is the show. We are the show.
We are the show. We are the show. And just for everyone who's paying attention, anyone who's seeing this either through Facebook Live or through our video that we post to our YouTube channel, Rich and I work in a lot of the shows together. We do a lot of talking together. We're up there, and we're talking to people about so many different things. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit just about the Aesthetic Show.
Yes.
What is it that you're looking to take away from the Aesthetic Show 2017?
What I'm looking to take away from the Aesthetic Show 2017 is how can I serve? People are coming from so many different industries, so many different needs, different levels of training, different geographies. What is their focus? What are they looking to build? And so for me, I'm focusing on how do I help them be better in their business, which is why I love hearing your talks. Sam gives amazing talks. You must hear him speak. It's very insightful. I learn every time I hear him speak. And so I'm preaching to the choir. These doctors, they have so many needs. Just a little will help them. So I'm figuring out, how do I share my business skills with them? How do I help them thrive and be successful? That's what I'm trying to learn from the Aesthetic Show. I love my practice, I love my facelifts, I love the new technology, and yes, we keep up with those things, but I feel one of the biggest shortcomings of doctors and providers here is they don't know how to run their business, and it hurts how they deliver their care.
And I think that that's actually a tremendous point. And it's great because you're coming from the world of medicine as a facial plastic surgeon and what I would consider to be one of the biggest entrepreneurs at this show, being able to kind of merge those two worlds. What do you see as the #1 challenge that's facing an aesthetic practice today?
The #1 challenge in aesthetic practice is business skills. Everybody knows that when doctors graduate from medical school, they know how to take great care of their patients, but most of them don't know how to run a business, but they think they do. Doctors won't touch a patient without an HMP. Business people, they won't touch a business without a business plan. Do you ever do a marketing plan for someone to say, hey, let's just try this and do that? You got a written plan. You've studied them and researched them. You did like a CT scan on their social media. You got all the data, and then you make a diagnosis, and then you make a treatment. I was guilty of it myself. I just started a business. Let's try a little of this. Let's try a little of that. What do you mean we don't have any more cash flow? What happened? So that, I think, is the biggest challenge for people. That's why we're doing our PracticeProfitabilityMD.com. We're presenting at the Big Deal at noon, so please vote for us.
Okay.
But I'm just sharing my strategies. My office manager came to me one day, this is a true story, and said, Dr. Rich, I think we're going to have to file for bankruptcy. And I wasn't prepared for that. I was blindsided. Now we generate about $3 million in cosmetic revenue. I'm the only provider. We don't accept any insurance reimbursement. How did I do that? I'm sharing my strategies here. Practice Profitability MD. We've got that. We've got the power of smile. Everybody needs the power of smile.
Everyone needs to be able to smile.
Great social media makes people smile. I like that. Oh, that kitten's so cute. I'm going to click on it. Or whatever it is, a funny, silly story. Or you know what? That's a need that I've really been wanting for a long time. How do I get more leads? How do I get my visibility out there? That makes me smile when people can serve that need.
Well, let's talk about that just a little bit, because you do have so many things, and today you're going to, at noon as part of the Big Deal. I think that is truly wonderful. But for those that aren't here, for those that didn't get a chance to come to the Aesthetic Show 2017, give them one quick piece of advice that they can take away, something that they can potentially change their business.
Yeah, I think the best advice you can get for how to grow your business is you must invest in yourself. Invest in your business. When you invest in yourself, it's easier. Everybody needs coaching. This stuff isn't free, it's not cheap, but what's more expensive is not to do it and just try and amble along and figure things out. So invest in yourself, set aside a budget. It's the greatest investment you'll ever make. Invest in yourself, invest in your marketing, invest in your brand. That's what's important, I believe. That's what helped us become successful.
That's excellent. All right, let's wrap it up with something a little bit different, something a little bit personal. I just am curious about Dr. Rich. Tell me, and it doesn't have to be long and drawn out, just real short, who's your hero?
Who are my heroes? Well, you know, the ability to see heroes in everyday life has changed my life. And you know, my father was a big influence to me. My family's important to have a lot of mentors. But truthfully, I am completely inspired by what I see and what you guys are doing. I mean that. It's not easy to do what you're doing. You guys are helping people out, and I admire that because a lot of doctors are silently suffering. Is that fair to say?
I would say so. I would say that we come across a lot of people in various levels of their marketing, both acumen and strategy, implementation. And I think that we're able to try and provide some education, try and help them out a little bit, whether or not they're clients or not. You know, that's really what it comes down to, is being able to give back. And I think that's one of the things that I really look for when you and I chat, because it's not always about building necessarily a business relationship, just building a relationship.
Right, and that inspires me. So these are my heroes and your team. They're behind the camera. There, I'm taking a picture. I'm watching. They're behind the camera people and the whole team. So you guys are my heroes, and we're all in this together. It's fun. It makes sense. And the bottom line is, these doctors need it in a big way, not a little bit. They need a lot of what we've got. So I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time,
Sam.
Dr. Rich, Sam. I am 3, coming to you straight from the Aesthetic Show 2017. See you
Practice
soon.
Profitability MD. Visit us there. You'll like it, I guarantee.